All right, have and have not fans, I want to do a brief video before the new episode comes on tonight. It looks like we still have one more episode before the mid-season finale on next Tuesday at 9 p.m. And really, I don't think I can do too much in this particular video right now, mainly because I'm excited to see what we're going to see in tonight's episode in order to set up for the mid-season finale. So this video isn't going to be terribly long, but it's kind of going to be a mixture of what I think is going to happen tonight, a little bit of a review from last week, and I think that it might be best just to hold off on a full-blown theory video until after tonight's episode, where I say, hey, here's what happened in tonight's episode, and here's how I think it's going to lead to the mid-season finale. Because based off what we've seen in the previous season so far, Tyler Perry, I hope this is true for next week. So far, at least to me personally, I don't think he's disappointed us with a mid-season finale, just because, you know, the show's going to be off the air for maybe a couple of months while If Loving You Is Wrong takes its place. And then I think, and again, this is just me speculating, I think maybe sometime in May, late May, early June, that's when we're going to get part 2 of season 4. So again, I'm pretty sure Tyler Perry is going to leave us with an awesome cliffhanger ending that's going to make us want to come back for more. And if I were a betting man right now, I would say that the ending of the mid-season finale might be the person who steps into Veronica's house and gets shot. Even though tonight we're actually going to see, you know, the shooter kind of prop himself up. It looks like he's looking towards the front door, and somebody might get shot tonight in the cliffhanger ending, and that results in the mid-season finale. But again, back to last week's episode. It was a good setup episode. It was kind of, I might have said this in my video regarding Justin and Jeffrey, it was kind of a slightly disappointing, because I felt like the Justin Jeffrey dynamic took way too much time during the episode. I've been seeing a lot of tweets and Facebook posts about, you know, disdain towards Quida's character and the actress that portrays her. I mean, I don't write for the show or anything. I think that she's playing the role, you know, the way it was meant to be played, just because I feel like Tyler Perry, you know, selects the best actors and actresses for that particular job. I mean, Quida isn't supposed to be like a main character. She's supposed to be like that. If I'm not again, I don't really know the ages of most of the characters. I think she's Quincy's younger sister. You know, so even though her acting might be a little annoying to some people, like the way she delivers the dialogue, her body language, I really think she's playing the role that she was meant to play. Kind of like, you know, the actress that portrays Pearl, you know, she's supposed to be the I'm trying to think of the right word, like a bigot or biggity, Southern belle, you know, doesn't really like black people, kind of uppity in her ways. I mean, she's the annoying neighbor, you don't like her, but again, the actress portraying her is, you know, doing the role well. So again, I think that Tyler Perry has good judgment when he picks these characters to play the role that they were, you know, hired to play. So that moves on to the next point. I really am excited to see tonight what the dynamic between Quida and Veronica will be, if Veronica will heed Quida's warning not to go home because there's somebody there waiting for her. And it did seem to click in her mind that, you know, Jim was adamant, like, hey, so are you going home to freshen up first thing when you get out of here? And, you know, he's just waiting for her to go home so she can get shot. So I'm looking forward to see how that dynamic's going to play out. David's throwing a fit because he's going to get to the jail to pick up Veronica, or at least tell her not to go home. And Jennifer's just not having it, given the fact that she pretty much already deduced that him and Maggie were sleeping together, well, once, but she doesn't know that. And then Wyatt, I mean, if I were to say, I think the scene between Jim and Catherine is the scene I'm looking most forward to in tonight's episode, just because we get to see Catherine and Jim talk about Wyatt with the money is going to destroy him, which is pretty clear based off his behavior. It looks like he's putting a needle in his arm where he has a couple of women he invited over, put it that way, in his bed with him. And Jennifer, I just feel bad for Jennifer. She's put way too much faith in this druggie, so Wyatt's going to end up destroying himself. I don't know if he's going to OD, if something's going to happen where, I'm pretty sure he paid for the $80,000 worth of drugs by now. I would think he paid it off that way. Whoever supplied the drugs, I was speculating Warlock a little earlier, doesn't kill him. And then he's spending $3 million on the condo or the house or whatever he's going to buy, then an expensive car and all this other stuff. So he's probably going to blow through that money before he even gets to go to court to testify against Jim. So that's going to be another plot point. I believe the other plot I'm excited to see is Catherine and Hannah going at it in regards to Catherine not wanting Hannah to leave. And then, if I'm not mistaken, from the preview, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Candace is going to show up and Jeffrey are going to have an exchange. I can't wait to see that as well. So overall, I feel like this episode, my hope is that it's going to be better than last week's episode, but it's going to be a great setup for next week in the mid-season finale. So I'm really curious. The one question I want to have answered is, will Oscar meet face to face with Candace once again? Here's my thing. Even if Candace does get her hands on Oscar, there's really nothing she can do to him. I mean, aside from assault him and whatnot, because he gave the money back to where it belonged. That's Jim's, bank or whatever. So even if she does get her hands on Oscar, there's really nothing that he can do to get the money back. But I wonder. Oh yeah, we're also going to see Benny and Mitch in this episode too, kind of having their exchange where it looks like David didn't tell Oscar to cut the phones back on for the towing company, so there's no telling what's going to happen with that. So with that being said, I'm just going to bring this video to a close now because we only have less than an hour before the new episode comes on. So let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen in the mid-season finale. And really, this video is a little quick video, but the video coming next, which is going to be my review of tonight's episode and my thoughts for the mid-season finale, that's going to be cram-packed with all kinds of theories. So again, please subscribe, comment, like, and let me know what you think of tonight's episode on Twitter. Just follow me. The Twitter link to my own personal Twitter is in the description below. And I'll see you all in the next video.